Alright fellas, welcome back to the channel. Drago's Pythons here. As y'all see this morning, we got some gecko products out. I just wanted to go over with y'all on how we do our crested geckos here at Drago's Pythons. So this is the baby gecko in here. This is what we call the tangerine dark pin. We'll let y'all get a look at him. There he is right there, living his beautiful life. He is starting to grow up good. He was, I believe, 8 grams, and now he's sitting at 10 grams, just in 2 weeks, fellas. And simple method on this for the babies, I just get a little water dish, which is a pill bottle cap, and I glue it down. As you can see, there's water in there. We get a little fake plants, 1 pill bottle for the small geckos, and then some sphagnum moss underneath. A lot of aeration holes around the whole bin, and sometimes even on top. This one don't have any on top right now, but you gotta watch the humidity because I keep them in the closet right now, but the closet door stays open, so that helps with the humidity. You don't want it to be too much because then you'll start having everything mold. And I just wanted to show y'all, this bin has been in here for right at 3 days. It hasn't been cleaned in 3 days. And just look at it. It's only been misted 1 time, and as you can see on these leaves, it still has little water droplets. 1 time in 3 days is all I needed to mist on this bin. But I wanted to go over with y'all about the food. See, there's no food inside this container. That's because last night we went ahead and fed them just a little drop. You don't want to go too crazy. You just want to, get a little pile up in there, right? As you can see, this morning, pretty much got it clean. That's good. If you do too much, it'll start to mold, and if you keep it in there too long, it'll start to mold. I went ahead and switched up to these caps, these silicone caps. They're for beer bottles. I recommend y'all going to get some of these if y'all feeding y'all baby crested geckos or even large geckos. I was using these paper ones, but what I found out with the paper ones is whenever you do mix up your Pangea or whatever you're using for your geckos, of course it's not going to do nothing whenever you're feeding your roaches or crickets or anything like that, fellas. But whenever I'm mixing the Pangea up in my bottle, what I do is I get this bottle, because we have numerous of geckos, and we just fill it up with 2 scoops of the Pangea, half a scoop of Repta Boost, and a half a scoop of the watermelon. Well, that's the watermelon. And a half a scoop of the, this one right here. Which, it doesn't matter which one I do half a scoop. Sometimes I'll do 2 scoops of this, half a scoop of the watermelon. Sometimes 2 scoops of watermelon, half a scoop of this, right? It doesn't really matter how you do it, but I always like to use a little Repta Boost. When I'm feeding my roaches and crickets, I like to use calcium with D3 in it. Gotta use that. So that's just a quick tip that I've learned so far, fellas. The main one being is to get you some of these silicone dishes. Throw these out. You could use them for something else, but I don't recommend using the paper ones, because once you put the liquid in with the paper, and if you leave it for more than 2 days, it starts to mold. We'll go ahead and do a sample on that one day. When I feed tonight, we'll go ahead and put some in here and put it in the same conditions, and put some in the silicone and put it in the same conditions. Through my experience, fella, 5 days to start molding in a silicone, 3 days to start molding in paper. That's gonna be the pro tip for today, fellas. If y'all not subscribed to the channel, y'all go ahead and check us out here at Drago's Pythons.